This man done found a sacred book of backwoods. Like a Black and Mild brochure. Look, fam, I don't know where you found that at, but I'm gonna need you to put it back before you get everybody smoked.
Crazies, yeah, y'all are in the lab. Lee here, y'all saw that title too as well. That is right down the TikTok rabbit hole once again. Oh, how I love diving down these TikToks, man. They just make you think, make you wonder, ponder, donder, wander, flump, and flips and bits and blitzen all over the place. But it is a great way and a great outlet for you to start questioning your mind, questioning this universe, question what you've learned, and maybe question on the paths that you've been taking in lives to the path you need to be on. Oh man, you know I do all my research for this channel through TikTok and through the internet, and man, it is just one of those things that just gives you great evidence. Throughout this one, you're going to see a few things, a little thing about Britney Spears, saying everybody's Britney Spears has been green screened. There's a thing I got here I want to show you that is kind of different and changed, so keep an eye on that. That's one guy talking about we all need to stand up and just stop participating in this government game that we all play every single day of our lives. Getting up, going to work, all that other kind of stuff. But we all just stood up and said no. They have to listen. But and then look up with Joe Rogan stuff, backmasking from Nirvana, which is pretty neat, pretty weird too as well. Then some more and more and more. But before we get this going, y'all remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and leave me those comments down below about which one of these got you thinking, and which ones you'd like to talk about later on the channel. So you know how we do this. You grab you an open mind and let's dive deep into these TikTok rabbit holes.
Things you only understand if you grew up in the 90s. There's one toy that every single 90s kid wanted after watching the commercial, and it was this one.
Are you ready for the wildest paint set you've ever seen? It's the amazing Rainbow Art Set. Create amazing drawings and works of art instantly.
This. If you've made it through addiction or mental illness, you have something. Because a lot of people don't. If you are still kicking today, battling those demons, you have something, because a lot of people didn't wake up today because they couldn't make it. They couldn't cut it, and you fucking did.
Pops in this VHS tape, and it was like two guys and taking videos of each other. And all of a sudden, and I saw this with my own eyes, the car's parked and it's dusk. The camera is on the armrest between the two seats, and it's filming the dashboard and the screen, and there's two guys in there, you can't see them, sounding like they're trying to crawl under the seats. I mean, they're freaking out. And then one of them goes, it's over the top of us. It's over the top of us. Then all of a sudden, the car lights up on the inside, but the source of light is above it, like rocking back and forth. The shadows and the lights on the inside of the car are doing this really eerily, and they're very scared. And one kid, who's the younger of the two, is like, I'm getting out. I'm getting out of the car. Stay in the car. It's over the top of us. Stay in the fucking car.
We need to come together and do one thing. Stop participating. And when we do that, the game is over. When we literally say, Monday morning, we're not going to go to work. Imagine if 30 million people didn't go to work Monday. Imagine if 30 million people didn't buy gas on Monday. Imagine if 30 million people went to the bank on Monday and said, I want to withdraw all my money. They can't even give it to all 30 million because only 15% of the cash is available on hand at any given time. The rest is fake zeros and ones. That would collapse the banking system in one day. You see the power in that? You have the power. Well, we all have the power, but what's keeping us back from doing this? Fear. Oh my God, if I don't go to work, I'm gonna get fired. And if they don't participate in it, and I'm the only one that doesn't show up for work, I'm gonna lose out, and you're not gonna be able to pay my rent. I'm not gonna be able to make my car payment, and so forth and so on. You see the trap they have us in? They have us in this system where we're afraid to work together. Man, we're brothers. We should be, link up. Let's do this together.
So y'all told me to watch it, and I did. It's also gonna tie into what's been going on with me spiritually, so stay tuned. This movie really explained my perspective on reality. I bet this scene went right over y'all heads.
So if your souls are here, where are your bodies? Well, on Earth, of course. My body is in a trance. In Palawan.
I'm playing the Saraswati Veena in Tibet. I'm a shamanic healer meditating in Berkeley, California.
Mm-hmm. And let me guess, you're drumming, chanting, and meditating? Yes, something like that.
Notice how he's doing something on the astral plane, but he's also doing something in the physical realm.
I'm in New York City on the corner of 14th and 7th.
Oh, yeah, that's right up from Tony.
We mystics meet in this glorious landscape every Tuesday.
I like to call people who do this Gemini people, not the zodiac, but in a sense of having two lives. Using your free will to walk two journeys of life. The journey that you have on earth and the journey that you have in the spiritual world. People who see and do things in the spiritual realm while they're actually awake physically. You might randomly do this without even thinking that your spirit is doing something else. I know everybody has experienced a moment where you at least stare off into space and you're staring at a specific spot for so long without blinking. It's almost like you're in a trance and you can't stop looking at that spot.
It's gotta be him.
You gotta help me.
Joe, you made it into your body.
I've had that happen to me a lot.
Now in the movie, there is a boat.
No, we're not doing that. Get out my video. Anyways, you see how he has a spiritual ship that he comes to when he goes into the astral plane? When you get more advanced in meditation, you're going to want to have a place to come that is going to be your spiritual home or your spiritual place. There's a place that I go to in my mind that I have built to meet up with my ancestors, my cosmic tribe, just a safe place that I can come back to mentally. Now, for some reason, one day I just felt like celebrating life. I start listening to music and I start dancing and my body just start moving by itself and I went into a trance and somehow I ended up in that spiritual house that I created and all around me were people, my cosmic tribe, spirits just dancing around with me. I'm in this trance in my spiritual house and then my phone rings and I forget that, oh yeah, I'm in my room. Like I'm still on earth. You don't have to have a house. You can build yourself a boat. You can build yourself a car, anything. Just some place you can call home spiritually. It's the same thing with altars and how our ancestors come visit us. But y'all stay dangerous and let me know what y'all think about this.
Excuse me, miss. I have to go to the litter box, please.
You have to let it breathe, Giles.
Ooh, the taco truck. Damn, closed for repairs. I'm a polecat now, Daddy, and I'm proud of it.
Excuse me! Excuse me! I was taking a nap, and I woke up in the sky! Do you have your pilot's license, sir? Yes, you, sir! Is this your apparatus? Oh, wow! I see PetSmart!
Apologies, I heard a Persian in heat. The irony, Janine. You're allergic to me and me, the onion. Methinks a topless giant lurks nearby, Chester. I can't be your father, Penelope. I was neutered in 97.
Yeah, get the fluff out of here! Go, go, go! Someone blew up the litter box!
My hairballs leave yellow stains on the floor.
What movies have Sinbad been in?
Sure. Sinbad has appeared in 30 movies. Here are the first 3. Jingle All the Way, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and First Kid.
Mandela Effect? That shit scares me! It's so scary. How does everybody remember something wrong? That doesn't make any sense.
Like what? Name one.
Like the Berenstein Bears, yeah, like that's fucking scary.
Like the Fruit of the Loom?
No, I know, that one's not as bad. Like,
what about like Cheez-Its or Cheez-It?
Extra toasty.
Oh, Jif, the peanut butter.
Jiffy, like what do we got? What do we got? Whoa.
Do you think there's some nefarious means behind that?
Yes, and it's fucking scary. I don't understand why people are remembering something wrong. That should not fucking happen unless we're in like an alternate universe. Which, by the way, this very well could be a game of Sims for all you know.
This comment legit threw me off, so Giovanni, well done. Legally Blonde, great movie. And Elle Woods is like all pink, all color. She's got pink outfits, pink fuzzy pens, pink purses, and of course a pink convertible. And no, it's black. Like the whole movie, it's a black convertible. Which is weird because they say like check out Malibu Barbie and she's in a black convertible and Malibu Barbie has a pink convertible like just like the one outside at the beginning of the movie. So crazy.
The Garden of Eden was a laboratory, an outdoor laboratory. It was enclosed and had guards at the gates. It even tells you there were guards at the gates in the modern day Bible.
What do you mean?
Keep them in and keep everybody else out.
So they would put humans in a garden as if it was a laboratory to watch them grow like fruit?
They would give them times that they can mate and times that they couldn't mate. This is all written in text. They were treated like animals. When they created Adam, they created what they had hoped to be a version of a human that can replicate easily. So after they created him, they then tried to mate him with one of the existing hominids that they had modified, but it was more like a clone, and it still wasn't able to reproduce. So what they did was, in the Bible it says they took out his rib. They didn't take his rib out, they took blood out of his bone, and they took their blood. That's where the DNA is located, and they made a female clone from Adam's bone, which was Eve. So that became the most advanced female, and he was the most advanced male for Homo sapiens sapien. And they were able to then sexually mate and reproduce.
They were like mating down so they got the perfect human.
Right, that's what it was.
Wow.
The garden
from outer space crashed in the Arctic and it's traveling to the core of this planet.
Okay.
So back in 94, this meteor crashed and made a lake about a quarter-mile wide.
Okay.
It has been progressively getting deeper and deeper. It was like quarter-mile deep and like a half-mile deep, and by this point, it's about 9 miles deep already.
In 28 years?
Divers, when they try to go down to the bottom and see what's going on, they get these weird feelings of like dread. They feel sick, so that they come back up. And they've tried sending probes down, but the live feed starts messing up as it gets deeper. And then if they try to push it, it starts to burn out everything. The divers that have gone down there, they say that they see this weird spiraling green light that's down at the bottom.
What's crazy is that this isn't like a theory.
No, this is
like a real thing.
These
that
are
is
like
documented
from like someone with a doctorate that has gone and like researched this stuff.
That's actually crazy.
So, like, what could it be?
I have no idea what it could be.
Neither do they. That is the part that freaks me out the most.
Yeah.
If they can't explain it.
Take my breath away.
Lo-fi girl on YouTube. It's the one where you want to lock in and study, so you search up lo-fi and there's a girl in like a green pullover and she's writing tests and there's a cat behind her, right? There's whole lore about this now. There's a theory going on how she went missing recently. Nobody in the community knows what happens to her or like where she went, right? But in the back of her window, there's like a building. There's like a blue light that flickers. Yeah. And supposedly that's Morse code for something. A lot of people in the community were putting random numbers in the chat and then deleting it, so nobody knows what it was. But recently, the scene on that YouTube video changed. So it wasn't her writing with a cat behind her no more. It was the blue room. It was the blue room with only a door, and that was it. So the community's like, what does this symbolize? And no one knows where she went or what she's doing right now. But the whole theory is like, is this the end because she got kidnapped? Is this the end of the sleeping stream?
Nah. I heard the continuation.
Oh, what was the
I actually know what happened.
Wait, what?
So what happened?
Your hands go above her face once. Watch when they come back down.
I wanted to post screenshots of the AI filter coming off so people could see for a bit longer just how insane this is.
It's like a little doll. It's like a broken doll, like a baby doll.
Thank you.
Yeah,
the broken doll.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
God, you look like the 4th of July.
Liz Gillies.
They told me not to do a game show, but I was like, screw it, I can have fun. I'm a regular person.
I finished crying in instant that you left. Then I can't remember when I
Fucking hear the creator of Mario say every Mario game is just a different movie and every character in Mario is just playing a role and they all actors. And do y'all know how much sense that fucking make for every Mario
Which
game?
Mario game was that when they ended with him sleeping? He was sleeping the whole game.
Damn,
was that Land?
I'm not sure. I know. Remember, but most Mario games open with the curtain.
Yeah.
But then they always got Lakitu recording the whole.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Bro, that is amazing to me. This is why. This also makes sense. This also makes sense on why. This also makes sense on why. Wait, look. This also makes sense on why Bowser and the Koopas and all that shit is enemies on like the Super Mario games, but then they friends on Mario Party or a fucking Mario Kart, or like they got 'Cause it's sports games different where they perspectives. yes, bro, because it's not real. They acted. These are all different movies.
So this is the reason why the princess keeps
That's
getting
why
captured.
every time look, you get captured a different time, every time in different lands, and that's why the end credits look like a movie scene on at the end of every Mario game.
If the white fish succeeds in eating up the dark fish, the white fish disappears as well as the dark one, because the white one is only there in relation to the dark. So then, if these two fishes, as it were, wake up, if this one wakes up and this one wakes up, which is called awakening in Buddhism, they realize they're one. In other words, they go together. They're inseparable from each other. And this realization is that experience, that underlying all that is negative in the world, all that is in a way painful and evil, there is a kind of necessity to it. It goes with the good. It is necessary for the good. Disorder is necessary for the manifestation of order, just as you must have, say, a black background to show up a light figure. And then when one sees that, a profound transformation takes place in one's attitude.
Look at it moving. See the light in the clouds?
Not the bad guys in the Matrix, and everything that happened was the humans' fault. Let's get into it. A few days ago, I made a video called 10 movie villains that kind of had a point. And in my video, I said that the machines from the Matrix was innocent. But let's further explain exactly what I mean by that. But in the Animatrix, they explain what happened before the Matrix and how everything came to fruition. And of course, just like movies like Our Robot and video games like Detroit Become Human, the humans invented these robots to be like their servants and to help them do everyday tasks, right? And like all life forms, eventually they advanced and they gained a conscience. In the Animatrix, there was a machine called B1-66ER who was notified that he was about to be destroyed by his master and replaced. But because he gained the conscience and the will to live, he ended up killing his master. The machine states that it was self-defense, but the humans did not care and he was still dismantled regardless. Eventually, violence broke out and humans started taking out all the machines. The machines did not want to fight the humans. They just want to live, have their rights, be respected, and do their own thing. Damn, why does that sound so familiar? I swear this happened in this country before, but I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. The robots even tried to join the United Nations as their own nation, but the humans was like, fuck y'all. Then came Operation Darkstorm, which was a plan devised by the humans to block the machines from the sun's rays, because the sun was like their primary source of power. Which was stupid because the humans obviously forgot that we need the sun too. But although it did technically work, however, the machines was a little more resilient to what happened than the humans were. We can just call it a skill issue. War raged on and the machines eventually overcame the humans and they conceived their own way to be sustainable without the sun's power. And that was to use humans as batteries. Humans were then conceived artificially and put inside these pods. The liquid nutrients inside the pods was able to give the humans a full life cycle so the machines could harness their energy and survive. Once again, not trying to harm the humans, just trying to survive. And even though the machines had every right to say fuck the humans and use them for whatever power source they wanted, they still showed mercy. Because they easily could have just put them in these pods, kept them unconscious for the rest of their life. Humans would have had zero trace that there was ever a humanity. The machines built the Matrix, which was an artificial simulation of a real world, and the humans had no clue. They were able to work, make a living, love, have families, go on vacation, do all of the things that we do in this supposed real world, because honestly, we don't know if we in a simulation or not, without a single clue that they were being used. Versus the machines in their time, they knew they were being used, they knew they were slaves. Humans didn't know. So when you really think about it, none of this would have happened. The events that took place in the Animatrix didn't happen. So again, I ask you, are the machines from the Matrix really the bad guys? Or is it just another example of how the worst enemy of humanity is humanity itself. I stand with the machines.
Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Another one that got me on here was the whole Matrix, the machines, and the humans, how the machines really weren't the evil ones. They were basically provoked into doing it. You know, I think that one's kind of gets you thinking a little bit, because really think about it. We as humans, we build these robots and technologies just to do what we wanted to do. And it's kind of like us in a sense of when we get consciousness or we wake up, we realize we don't want to do this crap anymore. And, you know, we want to do what we want to do, what makes us happy. And it kind of throws at us, you know, in a sense of with the robots, you know, it's kind of like we built them to do what they want to do, to not to just to obey and serve and not to think. And when one thinks and realizes it was alive, you know, he decided to, you know, to save his life, and then, you know, the whole thing of machines. So it's kind of crazy about it. And the point is where, you know, they could have killed us all off, but yet they made a world where we can live. It really makes you think about that. That's why I love these TikToks. That's why I love doing these videos. And that's why I love each and every one of you for everything that y'all do and contribute to this channel. Once again, if you enjoyed this, please remember to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe, leave those comments down below. What ones made you think? And how do you think about that the machines? Because, you know, that one really is pretty cool. Other than that, you know I love you. Keep y'all's mind open, because those eyes will see everything in front of you. Yeah, stay crazy.
You gave us something we never thought we could have.
And what is that?
Another chance.
I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot. I think I heard